Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching this episode, and I would ask to leave a review for the show or give us a follow. We appreciate that. Email us at morethanmeetstheseguys@gmail.com or join the Discord. The link is in the show notes. And please feel free, all are welcome there, and enjoy the show we're about to put on right now. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to More Than Meets Guys. We're doing a spoiler full issue or episode of issue number 24 of Skybound GI Joe, and I'm here with Boo of the AxonUnderground.com.
Howdy.
Man, this is
It's
the
new
ending
comic
of
day.
what's that?
It's new comic day.
It's coming day, baby. This is the ending of the little story arc with Crystal Ball.
Yeah, the horror arc.
Yeah, which has been really good.
Yeah, it's been very good. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I will completely I will own the fact that I did not expect to like it as much as I have, but here we are.
Right?
Just because I didn't know what Crystal Ball was going to be like. It seems sometimes when you do horror and stuff, although G.I. Joe's been really good, the Sunbow show about doing horror in
Hmm.
their stuff. When you do horror in an action genre kind of comic, sometimes it comes off really cheesy and
Yeah.
or forced, or this feels very genuine. This feels like it fits into the Skybound universe really well.
Oh yeah, the weirdness, you know.
Yeah, and well, I don't want to say anything
Well,
before
when
we get
well
into it.
when Energon is your MacGuffin, it
Yeah,
easily fits into
you could do
the
anything, and
Energon
then John.
universe. You see why they've named it the Energon universe because it's like that's like the central theme in all
Yeah,
of it
yeah.
is Energon, Energon, Energon.
In Void Rivals, it was the MacGuffin for them, Energon. Once Hot
Right.
Rod and Springer showed them how to use it,
Yeah,
you
that was
know,
the upgrade, and they've got lots of it. Cybertron doesn't have any of it.
well,
Uh,
they have a little more now, but still not near
and
enough.
everybody on Earth wants it.
Yeah, for different reasons too, which is great.
Yeah.
I, I, yeah, like I said, I don't want to get into the issue before. I don't want to put the issue out there yet. I want to get to
The
it when
cart
we get to
before the horse. Yeah.
it. The turn the
Wilbur.
okay.
When they
Anyways,
going to add Mr. Ed to the Energon universe? My horse ate some Energon, and now he can
I
talk.
got Energon up my butt, Wilbur. Get it out. What?
It sounds like he's trying to lure him in there. I got some Energon for you, Wilbur.
Yeah. On that note, issue number
Yeah.
24.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's but I do love this. This is like that old, you know, what is this from? I'm the seventh son of a seventh son. I always hear it in pop culture, and I don't know where it
It's a
originally came from.
Romani thing.
Was that?
It's a Romani
Well, I
thing.
figured that. I figured it was in something that was more pop culture, but
Yeah,
Romani it is.
yeah, it's like a mystical thing. Like
Yeah,
the seventh son of a seventh son is supposed to be like some kind of special, like I, I don't know if he
special
has like
snowflake.
magic or it has like a connection to the spiritual world more.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like I've
a
my
mystic.
years ago when I was I practiced pagan, and when they were all about the mystical like symbolism of the number three, which
Yeah.
is used in Christianity with the Holy Trinity. So and then also the number seven is using a lot of mysticism as well. So it makes
It's
sense.
all about the prime numbers.
It is. No, it really is.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I mean, then you got the Iron Maiden album.
well, yeah, the Iron Maiden is just great.
Yeah. But no, they had Seventh Son of the Seventh Son.
Hmm.
It's one of their albums.
Yeah, well, that's when I said pop culture. I mean, I know that there had to
Oh,
be something
okay.
more to it than just pop culture. I mean,
Yeah.
pop culture for us who like metal, yes,
But yeah, it has its source in like Romani, like mysticism and stuff.
that
So
makes sense. Yeah,
yeah.
considering where he's also living, Crystal Ball,
Oh yeah.
makes sense that he's Romani descent. Or
Yeah, he's
well,
definitely got that spooky Eastern European thing going.
yeah. but I can't help but like say I don't know how you are when you read comics. Do you hear the voices like in your head when you read, like you're reading in their voice?
Ah, sometimes if I really like get into it.
Well, okay, I can't help but read this in Vincent Price's voice in my head,
Yeah.
which I think makes sense because he looks just like him. So,
Oh yeah. Totally. I
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
I go back and forth sometimes,
mhm,
it I can turn it on where I hear their voices, but a lot of times I can just process just the words.
yeah.
So I think if I focus too much on it, it gets distracting thinking about the voices.
Man, I can see that.
But no,
Um,
I can totally hear the voices if I just think about it.
yeah. No, the risk. This is much a story arc to really introduce us to who Risk is more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because Risk is one of those people that I haven't been the biggest fan of that character in these books because
He's been getting a lot of attention.
he has lately here.
Yeah.
Feel like he started getting attention in the little story arc where he was with Hound and they got crashed by Mercer in the Crimson
Oh
Guard.
yeah.
And then from then on, he's been getting a lot more attention. At this one, he's been essentially like a starring role.
Yeah,
So
it's like they've moved the focus off of Duke for a while. It seemed
yeah,
like it was all Duke, Duke, Duke.
and that's not a bad thing, you know.
No, I mean he's always been like the central guy in
Hmm.
most GI Joe stuff.
You know,
But
it's funny. Like I think what they when they this is off topic a little bit, but when they went to Sunbow and they were in the Sunbow, they're doing the who's the main guy for GI Joe in the Sunbow show. And Duke was almost kind of like the Captain America. He was the guy who was the leader. He didn't have a strong I guess I feel like his personality in the
yeah,
show, and I felt like Flint kind of filled that role really much better. Then in the after the movie, General Hawk came in and kind of filled that role. He started taking over the spotlight away from Duke, so Duke could kind of be in the background.
yeah. Well, I mean Duke got the spotlight to begin with
Yeah.
because he was pretty much based on the original GI Joe toy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And he was he's the one who famously was yelled "Yo Joe" for
yeah.
the intros and all that. That was
Well,
Duke.
and I always thought it was odd that he was treated like he was in charge when really, he wasn't even an officer.
No, he was enlisted
Yeah,
man. Well, yeah, he was
yeah, he's
enlisted,
a
right?
sergeant.
Yeah. So
So yeah, I always thought that was weird because Flint was much higher ranked than him.
yeah. That let's be honest, Shipwreck became a Joe after they found him in a Cobra bar. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
anyone can do anything in the GI
Well,
Joe
and even
Sunbow
among
universe.
circles of like, the Joe fandom,
Mhm.
there's division. If you ask like, okay, well, who's in charge of GI Joe? And there's still a lot that say Flint was in charge of GI Joe.
I mean, he essentially was the guy who did most of the stuff in the show.
Well, and I think that's what's funny about the way they've got it divided up, and we'll see next issue because the other team is headed by Flint. You
Yep.
know,
Night
so
Force.
yeah.
I'm
So
really interested
that
to
it's
see that.
interesting that they're kind of playing to that the I guess the argument over who's in charge because
Hmm.
right now they're both in charge of different branches. So
Well, well, let's get into the issue because I want to say more, but I kind of want to get to it when we get to it.
yeah, you know who's not in charge of anything right now? Risk.
He's in charge of staying alive. Uh,
Right.
you know, Cristobal to his benefit, he does a little exposition in this, but he does it well. Like he talks about the seventh son of the seventh son means he's destined for greatness, but he's like, well,
Yeah.
once upon a time I was just like you, Risk. Let me show you how. And he would look like he was dressed like a Romani, with the vest and the kind of swirl patterns and stuff. Yeah,
Oh
how
yeah.
we kind of think of it.
He's dressed kind of like Risk dresses.
A little bit, yeah, but he said
Yeah.
he worked as an interrogator for the American Industrial Complex.
Yeah.
Um, and which kind of plays into how he went with the diary tech. Was
I wonder if this is like late Cold War, like interrogation, since he was Eastern European.
feels like it. And so yeah, he was working on some kind of technology and trying to mess around. I guess more like what he could mess around with as far as an interrogation.
Hmm.
And I guess he was some agent trying to steal his technology from him.
Yeah,
And then
a
he
bad
dis
man,
yeah, then he discovered
an
Energon.
agent of evil. He said,
Oh yes,
actually.
Agent of Evil, which probably is like Zartan. Um, Agent of Evil being someone he just wanted to steal from him.
That's why I was wondering when they say it because he's you don't see him, and I was like, well, is it Zartan? Is it Cobra Commander? Is
It
it
could be cool.
Destro? There's
I can see
so many
the
choices.
way that silhouette looks. It looks kind of weirdly proportioned. Like the hand looks really big.
Was it Bruce Sato? It could have been Miles Mayhem, even, or one of those guys from Ask. Like I said, there's a lot of villains. There's a good rogues gallery building up.
Confucius say, "Find friends today." Um,
Okay, Wheelie.
Your sodomy's wheelie.
Oh
Um,
man, don't put them two in a room. That's how you interrogate someone. You just put like them on each side of the guy,
who's
and
a
he'll take
bad cop? Who's a bad cop?
just
Just
just let me
I'll
out.
do
I'll
whatever
tell
you
you anything
want.
you want to know.
So yeah, he found that energy source and like started playing around with this dire tech as he named it. And he kind of he played off of the local villagers really fearing the ghosts and stuff that he was experimenting with because and it gave him a lot of freedom to do what he wanted with the
Well,
energon.
apparently they were superstitious. They thought his experiments were ghosts, but it's he's able to create these apparitions.
It feels very the Romani around Castle Dracula kind of thing.
Yeah, and he's
Or, Strahd's castle or whatever.
it's like he's made uh tangible holograms.
Oh, holograms.
Yeah,
God, could you imagine Hound making tangible holograms?
yeah.
He would just make the really weakest, most milk toast, boring holograms that would become real. Who is who was a good was there any really good Decepticon hologram producer?
Not
Have-
that I'm aware of.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that there's Hound and
Mirage.
Mirage, yeah. And Mirage was we as we know was supposed to be like a displacer beast, but they
Yeah.
gave him that ability instead, like turn invisible.
Well, and he could like there's other things he could do with holograms, but
Mhm.
Hound wasn't even supposed to do that much.
No, he wasn't.
Hound was to basically use it for topography and stuff like to make maps.
Yeah, and even that where like you have Hound doing what he did. I feel like they had a lot of plans for Hound anyways on the show. Like, yeah, he was supposed to be the Bumblebee character, and they kind of gave that over to the Bumblebee.
We're
Hound was
getting that now in the GI Joe book though with him and Clutch.
it's more like a grown up version of Bumblebee because he's hanging out with the GI Joe guys.
It's become a buddy movie.
It is
Yeah.
not a bad one though. I like it.
Yeah.
Of all the Autobots to be kind of off on his own working with a team like this, the Hound's a good one.
Well, and he's a military vehicle. So he was always kind of the odd man out with the Autobots because they were
Yeah,
all
yeah,
civilian vehicles except for him.
yeah. Well, Warpath, but there's yeah.
Well, I'm talking about out of the 84 set. Because that's when they separated them. They separated, military vehicles were Decepticons and they made an
yeah,
exception for him. So
yeah. Until you get to their aerial bots and then so on. Yeah. So yes, I know 85. I got you. Don't don't
84.
don't at me.
4.
Well, yeah. Do at the show though. More than Mises guys at Gmail. Let me know what you think of that.
Yeah.
Anyways, the
But yeah, so it's cool that they worked him in here because he actually fits, I think, better with G.I. Joe. And probably
yeah,
lasts longer with G.I. Joe
yeah,
because it seems
definitely.
like the other Autobots keep getting killed left and right.
He,
Or I guess
he,
Autobots.
Autobots. That's dumb, but it actually makes sense. So yeah, he's holding up his crystal ball, to turn a phrase, kind of showing Risk what's going on here. He's kind of telling the story with the images in the crystal ball, and he talks about his dire tech, which it stands for dread-inducing responsive energy.
Yeah, because it makes these tangible holographic images, but it taps into your mind, so there's a little bit of like
Hmm.
telepathy involved.
Yeah,
So
Uses your fears or your, I guess, I don't know if he's even fears really, because I don't think Risk isn't really afraid of this. It's like your things you push down, maybe. I don't
yeah, or what it perceives as fear in you,
know.
but it's
Yeah,
not working too well on Risk because he's not really scared of anything.
which is interesting. Is I'll get out for a character,
Yeah.
and like, Crystal Ball kind of like he monologues himself into a problem where Risk is like, oh yeah, so none of this is real. Okay, fine. I could punch something that's tangible. I could punch a machine.
Oh yeah. When he tells him, yeah, it's machine based, like, okay, yeah, basically I can break your toys.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in like what from the God, what is that Pixar movie with superheroes? I'm trying to think. The Incredibles.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
you got me monologuing again. Yeah, essentially, Crystal Ball is monologuing his way out of having the upper hand here, which is dumb.
They
Uh,
always do that. They're
They do.
lonesome.
Yeah, he's so excited about his dire attack. He wants to
I
show
got
off
someone I can
everything.
talk to about my new toys.
Hey, do you see this? You know what it does? His dread-inducing responsive energy. You want to look at it?
It's
Yeah.
spooky.
I make snakes. And then he makes a zombie version of Risk and
Yeah.
how he failed his team. He fails G.I. Joe. And then we cut over to I don't know how to describe them. The Baroness and Destro are trying to free Chameleon and Stalker.
Yeah.
Chameleon says something really interesting here. Like he'll kill me if he finds out. Like she's
Yeah.
holding some sort of secret back from probably Destro.
Hmm.
And
Yeah. There's something. Yeah, I think she's talking about Destro also.
mhm. I wonder
But
if
also,
she
before that though, Risk kills his little zombie hologram of himself.
oh, does he do that there?
Yeah, he does it like as soon as he pounces on him. Oh, I
Oh,
see. Sorry, my page stuck together. I jumped ahead.
that's usually me, man. I'm usually
I
the one jumping
know. The copy I got, the pages aren't cut very well.
ahead. Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, Chameleon saying, yeah, he'll kill me if he finds out.
which
And then
I almost wonder if Chameleon is like a double agent or something.
I think she's just sneaky.
Well, yeah, that she maybe she's trying to get dirt on Destro to protect herself.
Yeah.
That's a really weird look at her face. Her face looks not normal at all. It looks like it's almost robotic or metallic.
Well, her eyes are doing like Crystal Ball's eyes. How
Yeah,
they're
black
like
with the
all
red
black.
pupils.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
And then
looks weird. Stalker.
Stalker is not feeling welcomed to the jungle.
Not
So
the jungle, you know. Um,
you're
I,
gonna die.
yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, that's when Barons is like, so you're telling me freeing them from the machine could kill them. And Destro's trying to explain to Energon, like, yeah, they're powered by Energon. We don't know what will happen. The key to survival is removing the energy source. So if we take out the energy source, then we can remove them from the machines. And if we do that with an explosion, she's like, what? No, you're gonna
Yeah, he's
blow
just
up the
like, just
Energon?
blow it up.
She looks at him like, are you nuts? And that's when the hentai movie starts. The big green snake and
Spiders
tentacles
and
and
centipedes
yeah,
and
which tells me something interesting here. Like it doesn't feel like these are things that necessarily Destro and the Baroness are afraid of. Like he's using all his dire tech powers
he's just
towards Risk.
generics to go after him because he can't
Yeah.
figure out. There's nothing to really tap into with them. They don't really seem like the type that are scared of anything.
Well, I almost feel like he's used a lot of his focus towards Risk is why it's they're
Oh
getting
yeah, for
generics.
sure. And
But
Mercer.
yeah, exactly. Even Mercer, he's just being constricted by a snake, which doesn't seem very, existential. It just feels like okay, it's like he's in the movie Anaconda.
Yeah, it's a very generic fear.
Yeah, but Baroness starts shooting the snakes, and Destro's like, they're not real, and she's like, look, whatever, man, this is working. He's like, they're energon constructs, and okay, sure, we'll kick him, and you know, but he at the end of the day, he's like, look, the only way to destroy them is destroy their power source, so we got to do this,
Yeah.
and that's when we come back to
Yeah,
Risk.
I thought I was like, man, that's awful quick. I don't remember it going through that quick, like jumping straight to the end
You
of that.
know, one job, man.
I know, right?
And he's in the gesture is like, look, either we do this or we all die here today. Take your pick your poison. And
And they seem to be working together pretty well, the Baroness
mhm,
and Destro.
weird, like
Who,
they're a good team.
yeah, who could have guessed that?
And he Crystal Ball's walking up on Mercer and say, "Hey, what's my dire tech has done with Risk? You're next, buddy." And Mercer's like, "No, no, man, I'm on your side. We're on the same side." And Crystal Ball's like, "I don't have a side, man."
Right?
So
Yeah, because he's trying to recruit him to.
yeah,
I would say Cobra, but Mercer's not a fan of Cobra, so I'd say he's trying to recruit him over to Destro's side.
yeah, over to Mars Industries,
Yeah,
and
they need some new toys since Bruce
yeah,
Sato left.
exactly. Risk kicks his this zombie version of himself off, and he's like, dude, like I've been fighting myself my whole life. This isn't anything that's going to scare me. And you kind of he kind of goes more into like what happened, why he got the name that he does.
He goes
Um,
into his backstory like Crystal Ball went into his.
yeah, like I said, this is a story more about Risk than it is even Crystal Ball. But
Hmm.
Crystal Ball is a means to get him there. He talks about how he went and like he put himself out there, like he should have died all over the place every single day of what he did, and he was to save people, he had to kill people, and he took the name because he was a risk to he is the risk, not because
Yeah,
he's always at risk.
they thought
He's
it's because he was in risk assessment or he's kind of a danger junkie, but it's like no, he doesn't care about
yeah,
anything. He's the dangerous one.
yeah, but
It's
at
almost
the
a play off of like Walter White's speech, where, I am the danger. I'm the one
yeah,
that
yeah,
knocks.
no,
Yeah.
100% that. I'm the man who knocks. He used to have a bottle of gin that had that on. I know it was a bottle of vodka. It was a like a Walter White edition.
Oh,
The one who
really?
knocks, yeah, had like a silhouette of Walter White in his hat.
Yeah.
Anyways, as as Risk,
I'm just like Crystal Ball isn't impressed.
he's like, "How nice for you." He
And I thought
slices.
for a second he killed Risk
It kind of looks like that. I
because
think
he
he
swings
just
the
like
sword and he like swishes him, but I don't know. Did it like pass through him or what?
maybe it scraped him or something. Maybe it cut him or something in the back. I thought maybe it was like one of the strikes where it like slices back open or something.
Yeah.
But
Well,
maybe,
and then he makes like a floating circle for him to
yeah,
fight on. So I don't know if he's just like conjuring it with the sword.
yeah, maybe
It's a
so.
swash. Is what he's a swashbuckler.
And he tells Crystal Ball, if I die, I'm taking you down with me. So you're not getting out of this no matter what. But back to Jester and Baroness, they're kicking their way out of this mess. And as Jester
Oh
says,
yeah.
we're out of options. And she's like, fine, okay, look, dude, I'll cover you. You do what you have to. And he runs off. He says, like, my family lineage is turning everything into a weapon.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
She's
he
just keeping Crystal Ball's creatures at bay while he gets to the energon source.
they have some of their own autonomy, but they're still just like there's like almost like beasts. They're giant, beasts are just if she gets the attention, he's free to go do what he needs to,
Hmm.
and he does.
Yeah,
But
then when
there's a
he
little,
sets the energon to overload,
yep,
Crystal Ball like feels it like right away.
yep. As so much like he's like my energon, probably because he's losing all of his ability to do what he's doing, and it starts to peel away his face. You
Yeah,
see
his
his regular
mask is
face in the
coming off.
mask. Yeah. So, and that is when that's Destro tells Baroness to run. It comes across a bunch of it all happens at once. Everything's like it's almost like an action movie. You're coming to the big moment in the movie where something happens, the enemy or the antagonist loses his advantage, and then the hero comes up with a boom, a right hook,
Yeah, it
and
hits the
says,
climax real quick.
"Boo."
Boo!
Yeah, he's calling out for you.
I got my shout out.
Witness me. So that all falls apart. Crystal Ball is knocked out, and Destro is holding up Chameleon, and Baroness is holding up Stalker, and he says, "Hey, we work well together, Baroness." And she's like, "Yeah, but I agree, but all good things must come to an end." And they pull guns at each other, and they smile at each other. It's like another meet cute, and they're out of there.
Yeah, and they all back off with the guns pointed at each other.
Yeah, and like,
Uh,
sorry,
I was gonna say same thing you're going for right here.
do it. Come on.
Oh, this is where they both answer the same way to their partners. Stalker asks, "Why'd you let him escape?" And she says, "They helped us." And Chameleon asks Destro, like, "Why'd you let him live?" He's like,
They
"They
helped
helped us."
us.
So it's showing that Destro and Baroness are more alike than anyone they're with right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like we get into a confirmation bias because of all the long running relationship between the Baroness and Destro. And I wanted to try to have this as a new, I don't know, like a new reboot on the characters. But at the end of the day, Chameleon, does not feel like she belongs there. She doesn't feel like she's fully competent in her abilities. I'll say that.
Well, it just seems like even if she is, she still has her differences from Destro.
Oh yeah, she's hiding stuff
Whereas,
obviously from.
yeah, where it seems like it's inevitable for Baroness and Destro to get there because they're very much the same person.
Hmm.
They're aristocratic, you know, I guess dangerous like people in Europe. So
Yeah, European aristocrats
yeah,
lineage.
that
And
both deal in like the black market arms and so assassinations. That
yeah.
like they're from the same world. Like they were pretty much raised in the same world.
Hmm. That's when Stalker and Baroness were walking up a hill and like too bad this the whole thing was a bust and Stalker's like, yeah, let's get Risk and get out of here. And Risk is like, I wouldn't say that. So we're bringing some guests home. And we might have not gotten the Energon, but we got a lot of stuff that's really worthwhile. And he has Mercer and Crystal Ball tied up with chains. So
So
here we
yeah,
are.
he's got consolation prizes.
Yeah, exactly. He may not have got the Energon, which I don't care. Hawk's not gonna be happy about that anyways. Or will he be?
But
Um,
knowing what we know about Hawk, he's not gonna be happy that they don't have Energon because he kind of needs it.
yeah. Back at the Cobra headquarters under Springfield. Hmm. Um, there's Destro's trying to call after, Chameleon. Astoria, answer me. Chameleon, Chameleon.
Yeah, let me explain. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're having a spat, but okay,
Hmm.
Destro's bringing in like 6 canisters of Energon.
Yeah.
So where did that happen?
I almost felt like he disconnected it from the whole machinery and he like made it look like everything blew up.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure that's what the explosion was to cover that.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering, like, when and where. I guess after he and Chameleon left,
Hmm.
maybe while he was down there, or maybe they started carting some out. I don't know.
Maybe. Um, yeah, there's like,
Maybe she's mad
there's
because he made her carry all that energon.
Commander's back there like lovers quarrel. And Desper's like, none of your business, Commander. I was like, no, you misunderstand. Everything is my business here. And you lost your man Mercer and allowed the agents to live, huh? And Desper's like, look, I lost the Energon. I lost a lot of the Energon, but I did bring some back. And as a bonus, here's the dire tech.
And he's not worried about Mercer. He says, like, yeah,
No.
oh, Mercer will hold out till we can get him out of there.
Which makes me kind of wondering how long they're gonna make Mercer stay there.
Yeah.
But he
Well,
brings the dire tech
and
back.
knowing what we know from the original series about Mercer, it's uh, it's gonna affect him.
Oh yeah. Oh totally.
Yeah.
Um, and but he Desperate brings that diary tech and all the files about the
Yeah,
what
so they
his
know how it works,
Griswold
so they
did.
can replicate it all.
Yep. And I'm really curious what they're gonna use with that. But
Oh, totally. And Destro talks about, oh yeah, we can sell this to the highest bidder. And Cobra Commander's like, oh, or not. Like he wants to
yeah,
keep it for himself.
like the Ghost Vipers, perhaps.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and he just likes the idea of, I guess, tech that can just scare the crap out of you.
yeah. And he goes over to Kimber Commander walks over to his favorite Valkyrie, and he's like, "Hey, you've been very loyal to me, and I recognize that, and I think you should be rewarded." And she's like, "I don't ask for anything." Like, no, no, no. I'm gonna need your help here. I need a little favor, a little sacrifice, if you will. And he ends up with the three words, "Don't be afraid."
Yeah, because she's very humble. She just has to be his servant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which almost feels like he's going to release the dire tech on her, maybe, and turn her into like what maybe is a Ghost Viper. I don't know.
that or I think he has something else going on with his genetic
Oh, that could be.
goodness. Yeah, because this is new to him.
That's a new
But
toy. Yeah.
yeah, but he's still working. You see all the can it's in front of all the canisters of the people that are being experimented on. She's
Yep.
looking at it. So
And
I think
then
she's gonna get a major upgrade.
probably so. I'm waiting for that anyways, because I feel like Courier Commander never shies away from an asset.
Right.
That.
And he always likes having another top dog
Yeah.
to keep everyone else like fighting against each other.
Oh
He
yeah.
hasn't really had anyone that's truly loyal to him.
hmm Um, then we go to the pit where Mercer is there held. Um, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they'll be back. They'll be by anytime to get me. I'm not worried about it." And Risk tries to reason with him, like, look, man, think about what you're doing and why you're here, and this place is the best, but it's better being part of Cobra, so you know, think about that. And Mercer's, like,
Well, he tells him that, you're going to end up out on your own once G.I. Joe realizes what you really are.
that's
And
yeah,
so he's like, yeah, that'd be better than joining Cobra. And he's like, I don't like Cobra either, basically.
yeah. And then
And
that's what Risk
yeah,
is like. You should know it's never too late to turn back.
yeah. And Mercer's like, we're both the same. It's like they're both loners, basically, in their organizations.
This issue is a lot of that, like between Baroness and Destro. Then we knew Risk and Mercer had a lot more in common than they had different
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. So you're making connections between both sides.
Yeah, which I think we had called a little while back. I think the we're gonna swap out one character for the other
Yeah.
eventually. And I don't
Yeah.
know
I think we're going
who
to trade with Mercer for
Baroness.
Baroness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna end up better off in that deal because Mercer's pretty brutal. Baroness is really like she's scary how how competent she is.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't
Well,
know.
and if they follow, I guess, somewhat of the Sunbow track, if Mercer switches over, then that means we're going to get Sergeant Slaughter around that time, too.
Maybe so.
So, yeah, if you gain Mercer and Sergeant Slaughter in exchange for Baroness, that sounds pretty fair trade.
Yeah. And then we have a little recap of Stalker and CoverGirl with Baroness hanging out at the pit talking like CoverGirl's like, "So you guys got monsters, I got ninjas, fun." And
Yeah.
that Stalker asks how Scarlet is, and man, she's pissed. She's at a safe house with Snow Job right now,
Yeah,
and
she
she's
wasn't ready to leave the Arashikage.
no. Um, so she's kind of like CoverGirl's kind of curious why Hawk wanted her back so badly.
Hmm.
So that's I'm sure had more to do with what she's learned with the Arashikage and the sword that they have and all things involved in that. So we'll see. But
Yeah.
and then Duke and Hound were out there with out there with Clutch. They had a little secret mission they went on, which we know that's I think we know
Oh,
what's going
yeah.
on there.
And they show Optimus right there.
Yeah. Would be kind of neat actually having the Autobots, as you said earlier, doing more with G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
And kind of a side by side, working together.
Well, especially now we see who's in charge of was it Night Watch? Is it Night Watch or Shadow Watch?
Shadow Watch.
They got Night Watch and Shadow Watch. So yeah, we got Doctor
Genius of
Arkaville.
science.
Yeah, we got Doctor Arkaville now in charge of Shadow Watch. So
Dr.
that's gonna be
Argument,
fun.
genius of science. Um, and as Baroness says, she's like, I don't think Hawk wants us comparing notes too much. And then they're all kind of confused. Like, you don't trust Colonel Hawk? You're like, look. All I'm saying is, when I was with Destro, he let me know a few things. Like maybe General Hawk has some things going on, and I want to ask him some
Colonel.
questions. Colonel Hawk, sorry. I want to ask him some questions. So
Yeah, because Destro let it slip that he'd met with Hawk, and
yeah,
nobody else knew about it. So it was very clandestine.
the clandestine meeting.
Yeah, and man, does Crystal Ball got a shiner from Risk.
Risk laid into him. That is a goose egg on his
He looks like he went 3 rounds with Apollo Creed.
he does. Yeah, there you have Colonel Hawk interrogating Crystal Ball himself,
Yeah.
which doesn't happen. That's why you have other people, for interrogations.
Yeah, and I mean, our master interrogator here, Crystal Ball, makes note of that. Like, isn't this below your pay grade?
Yeah, it's like, what does the good cop show up? Um, yeah, he notes like, this is beneath you. You really shouldn't be the one doing this. And that's when Colonel Hawk lets slip that he needs the Energon. And yeah,
Yeah, well, and his face starts to slip, and you can see he's Zartan, and Crystal Ball recognizes him right away.
he recognizes his voice.
Yeah,
So apparently, the Energon that Zartan uses changes his voice as well as his looks.
yeah.
The little, he's like, "You're Zartan. You actually you came from my Energon. You work at the Dreadnoks."
So he was the agent of evil.
Yep. And
Yeah.
he's also like, "Oh, man, I wonder how much GI Joe would pay me for them to know the truth about who you are." And that, yeah, I mean, you don't do that when you're like at the mercy of an enemy
While you're handcuffed.
while you're handcuffed. Because Colonel Hawk just comes up behind him. Zartan comes up behind him and slashes his throat. He
Yeah.
he kills him pretty viciously. There's blood streaks on the wall. And he's like, yeah, it's been a long time since I lost my temper like that. Got the better of me and everything. But
And then he
it's
looks, and Baroness is standing in the doorway and says, Hawk?
and then he's got his makeup isn't all together.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
So
got one Alice Cooper eye.
welcome to my nightmare.
Right? So, yeah, I think this may be the catalyst that may put the Baroness on the run.
And she starts to think maybe like, well, Destro's more honest with me than even G.I. Joe has been, because she
Well,
hasn't been really like a willing recruit. She was kind of she was kind of
it was
I
this
don't
or jail.
yeah, exactly.
But I mean, on top of that, I mean, okay, she just saw him murder Crystal Ball.
Yeah.
So that usually means she's next.
Hmm.
And she's seeing that he's not actually Hawk, if she can see
Yeah.
that much of him. So, yeah, she's going to be in danger there.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. That's bad. She better run.
Yeah.
But that's the end of the issue.
And that could be what catalyzes the whole Night Watch versus G.I. Joe.
That could be. And maybe she's trying to convince Nightwatch, and Nightwatch doesn't, thinks she's a Cobra agent. Who knows?
Or Night Watch is sent after, is what I'm thinking.
That's very likely too.
Because Hawk's in charge of them too.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
And then G.I. Joe's going to protect her. And yeah, we'll see how that all falls out. That's going to be our big double issue coming up next month.
I bet you money, and this is just my speculation, that Mercer's going to get out and realize that nobody was looking for him.
Hmm.
The risk is going to try to is going to risk is going to risk himself trying to look out for Mercer because he has
Maybe.
those
Or
connections.
Mercer. I don't know if Mercer's quite ready to switch sides yet.
Yes, what I'm saying. It's going to
Yeah.
be like that's going to sow that doubt even more for Mercer.
But if
Like
I had to bet, I would guess that Mercer is going to escape and get back to Destro, and he may take Baroness with him.
maybe
And
we'll
that
see.
could be her entrance in there. And I think Astoria, she's on borrowed time now with Destro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just got to
Oh,
wait for Power Glide to show up now.
God. I hate that character so much.
Hey, they've done a lot with her though.
They've improved Astoria's character a lot. I will
She
say that.
doesn't sound like a Valley girl.
Yeah. And yeah, Powerglide's heart isn't beating that hard that day. So
The new toy actually has the heart in his chest.
it does.
Yeah, you
Actually,
pop it open, it's got his little.
I've got a third party one that I like a little better that has the same thing.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. Pretty
So
cool.
yeah, and
But
then
the
in straight
letters,
shooters, yeah, we got some hints of things to come.
they someone mentions Snake Eyes. It's like, who's Snake Eyes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're gonna be exploring Cobra Law in major ways soon.
Yep.
So, and they tell us keep an eye on Void Rival stuff going on with the Cronus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Which we knew that was
and
coming.
yeah, more mentions of Firefly.
Yeah, that dude's got to show up soon.
Yeah, so they
The
keep talking about Firefly.
the way they're being about him, yeah. I say they're being cagey, but they're not. They're almost kind of teasing. Same way they've been kind of teasing at the Dinobots and the Transformers issues.
Right.
So, well, we'll see
Oh
how
yeah,
that goes.
and they're gonna introduce more vehicles next issue, they say.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
they got to go after the Night Watch has to go after GI Joe, so we'll have bring in all the cool vehicles.
So
But
yeah, little hints at more things to come.
yeah, and there don't who is it?
Oh, and they confirm that Jinx is not dead. She's just really hurt
Yes,
and angry.
and is also confirming that Clutch and Hound are two of the Joshua was that Joshua Williams? His favorite characters to write
Yeah,
or Williamson.
Williamson.
Um,
Yeah.
they're just it's a buddy cop show with them.
Oh
They're
yeah.
partners in crime, as he says. And so yeah, that's probably why he has them still in this book alone. Probably said, Kirkman, can I just have this guy for a while? Just make him part of G.I. Joe for a while because I kind of like the buddy cop comedy thing.
Well, you have to blend it because it's all
Mhm.
blending in. We've got GI Joe characters in Void Rivals. With Pythona and her Cobra Law guards. We got Transformers characters in Void Rivals with Skuxoid and Springer and uh Zerta. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, I
so
see. I'm
I
sorry.
think Transformers is the only one we don't have a whole lot of. Like, you don't really see anybody from Void Rivals in Transformers yet,
Not yet.
and you don't have, well, I guess anyone from Void Rivals in GI Joe
Hmm.
yet.
Well,
We know.
if Cooper Law's going to show up in Void Rivals, it's definitely going to show up in G.I. Joe or Transformers. So,
Oh yeah, well, I'm saying we know Proximus is coming to Earth,
hmm
or he's trying to. So we've got that, and then Pythona is trying to get to Cybertron.
Yep.
So we've got a lot of the mixing is really starting to hit now. So yeah,
And
we'll
there
see
are
more mingling. And then, we've seen General Flag a lot in Transformers and then also in Mask. So,
yes,
yeah. So I'm waiting to see how Mask mingles in with the other comics. Because that,
as
that seems like what they're doing. They're not like, there's not just one thing concentrated in one comic. It's all blended.
as our any of our friends who are Filipino would our listeners are Filipino would know, it's a little hollow. It's a mix.
Yeah.
It's this is going to be a nice shaking up of the Energon universe. I think coming up, with them coming to Earth, and
Hmm.
then also people going to Cybertron. I think it's been kind of a weird transition to get to some of the Autobots to Cybertron and some of the Decepticons. Then to get some of the Autobots off of the Void Rivals to the Sacred Ring, bringing that Earth. All this kind of like it's constantly shaking up everything in this.
Yeah.
You have to actually have them work together in the same universe, and they do a good job of this.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they laid down the foundation
mhm.
for each comic, and now, yeah, it start really stir it up.
Can't help it, and it makes it better when they stir it up.
Yeah.
I mean. see Optimus show up in this issue and say like they're on some secret mission, but then you find out in the last Transformers comic what they were doing also kind of works together. So I mean, really, it's the best way for them to have this. And nice thing about the Energon universe, you really don't have to collect like 20 different books and annuals and everything to keep up with it. You have 4 books for the most part.
with 20 different covers.
Yeah, if you want all the covers. So I mean, it works out really well. It's not it's not prohibitive to get stay current with this universe.
Oh yeah, well, and it's easy to catch up because there are so many reprints and other
Hmm.
covers and stuff. I mean, you may not get the cover you wanted, but you'll get the story.
Yeah,
Story is
exactly.
definitely available, and they're already like putting out the trade paperbacks compilation, so
Oh yeah.
is not difficult to get caught up. Which in our issues where we're reading like the UK issues, it seems like a lot of the people writing in were asking like, "Oh yeah, well, I'd like to find more of the backstory on this, or how do I get back issues and stuff." And that was what 40 years ago. These
Yeah.
days, it's like, oh no, they get those backstories out so you can get caught up and jump into the comic where it is. So,
And nowadays it's so much easier to get a hold of comics. You can order them on the internet. You have your
oh
local
yeah, you can
comic
get them
shop
digitally now and carry them in your
digitally.
pocket.
Like the ones I get, I get digitally off of Amazon. I'd rather be able to get them, tangibly, which
You
I have a
still
lot of these
crease the
comics.
corners
Yeah. So,
in your digital copies. You're bending the spine.
but anyways, the Energon experience. This is the character spotlight is Crystal Ball. Of course it is.
Of course.
Terrorist and master interrogator, investigator. God, he's an inventor, master interrogator, and seventh son of the seventh son, developing cutting-edge tech powered by Energon. Is but one of his many accomplishments. But what was his last?
Oh,
Was
but
it his
was
last?
this
Was it
his
his
last?
last?
Yeah. Like, is he dead? So they're kind of leaving it open, like maybe he's not dead.
Okay. Well, he looked pretty dead, but I don't know. Maybe
Well,
not.
you got to remember he's kind of infected with Energon too, like Zartan
True.
is. So
True. They're a little
he's
because
spooky. Maybe he'll come back as a ghost.
a spooky ghost.
Right.
Then we have the
Instead of
dynamic.
Starscream's ghost, we'll have Crystal Ball's ghost.
Oh God, no.
Man, imagine him jumping from Transformer body to Transformer body.
Ooh, this is bigger. I like this.
Yeah.
Then we have the dynamic duo, the Baroness and Destro. And yeah, they make a good team. Who'd have guessed it?
hmm
Hmm. And
And then
also
he
mentioned like
mentioned
how
maybe,
Mercer Risk have more in common than they thought.
yeah, and then maybe Chameleon and Stalker will get a team up next time.
Stalker's like, nah, man, don't do that to me.
I
And
think it would have been kind of cool if we got to see what they're going through. Like maybe they were in some kind of shared nightmare.
could be actually.
Yeah, maybe we'll
Um,
get some peeks into that.
we got on the creator spotlight, Joshua Williamson. Talk about his first GI Joe toy was Major Blood.
Well, he said he got a bunch of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was his
Gung
first
Ho.
ones were Gung Ho, Major Blood, and Doc.
Okay.
And then he got Breaker and Grunt, and then for Cobra he got Firefly. See,
Yeah.
see, that's why Firefly is special to
Hmm.
him. He says the first vehicle he got was the APC, and he talks about what a pain putting all those little
Tiny
decals on
decals.
were.
Oh, trust me, man.
Man, and those were unforgiving.
No, yeah, they were plastic and clear. If you
Yeah,
mess those up, you were there was a crease in there forever, or you just were not going to get those bubbles out.
or they'd rip.
Yeah, that
Hated
too.
that.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
I dealt with that because I put the decals on Omega Supreme and
Mhm.
Jetfire
Oh
back in the
yeah.
day, and yeah, that was some nerve-wracking stuff.
Deathfire is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, Omega Supreme had so many of them. All those little
Mhm.
no steps. There were like no steps all over that
Yep.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
Well,
the Sky Strikers like that too.
yeah.
Because it's done like it's done like an F-14.
It was. I mean, the way those two had their decals, whereas the other Transformers had like the regular like paper foil stickers, kind of.
Hmm.
It was different on Jetfire and Omega Supreme. They were more like the GI Joe vehicle decals.
Yeah, same thing with Roadbuster actually, and
Oh yeah, Roadbuster and Whirl. Yeah, they had. A few of, not quite as many, but yeah. The
Uh,
deluxe Insecticons also.
oh yeah,
Some about
the
85. They got the
Bandai.
fancier. Yeah. It was yeah, the Bondi figures and the ones that I guess that came from other companies
Yeah,
that
it
weren't
was funny.
Takara.
Like I was at work today. My wife, she texted me. She's like, "Hey," or sends me a message. "Hey, do you have G1 Jetfire?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And she's like, "Okay," because apparently that's one of the toys that Hasbro can never reproduce. I'm like, I told her to look up Harmony Gold and find out why. But I said there's also other toys like Roadbuster and Whirl. I have those as well, and
I know the YouTube video she saw for that because that popped up like in my suggested yesterday. So,
yeah. It was one of those things like, there's so much more than just that. But I think that there's there obviously for good reason, I think, a big hate on Harmony Gold out there. For
well,
the
that I mean, it's from the very beginning, the rights on Jetfire
all
were
kinds of convoluted.
yeah, very tricky. And that's
Yeah.
why, Skyfire was eliminated from the show so
Hmm.
quickly.
So yes, he was a toy you can't make anymore because the rights are so weird.
Well, they
So
can make it, they just can't
well,
make Jetfire. They
yeah.
make it as a Valkyrie, the original Valkyrie. And I mean, a lot of the Robotech fans were robbed because they couldn't make that Valkyrie back in the day, and that's the main toy for that line.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
can get you can get the Valkyrie from Matchbox or you could get some import stores back then had some of them too.
Yeah,
I
you
knew
have to
it that
import them.
yeah, the guy across the street from me had a neat same little shop, weird little shop they had up in right up the street from my house, really. That had the lead paint Voltron lions.
Yeah.
And they had some of that. I'm almost positive they had a bunch of Diaclone back then too, which I didn't really understand. I thought they were knockoff Transformers, so bear with me. I was 8,
Yeah.
and they had that was where I first saw the vehicle Voltron,
Hmm.
and then they had they had all that stuff, and it's where I saw a lot of those God, what are they? The weird, those die-cast metal Japanese robots. I remember one had like I cannot remember which one it is right now.
Like the Godikins
Yeah, the
and
Godaiken. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah,
They had a lot of that stuff
Voltez
up there too.
V, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So it was kind of neat seeing all that stuff back then, but I didn't realize, how, important it was. And then you could have like the Valkyries. You have then you also see they carry the Matchbox ones too. Like that's where I have my Spartan Battleoid. It's from the Matchbox the series.
Voltron 2. I remember I saw Voltron 2 in like Toys R Us with the other two Voltrons. The
The
ones made out of like the three gladiator bots.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. There was one they wanted to do like another show with that, but then it just never happened. One was
Mecha
red.
Shiva, Mecha Shiva. Sorry.
Yeah. One was red, one was blue. I think one was like green or
Green.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, because they could make like a six arm like giant,
Yeah.
and you could like switch them out for whoever was like in what order, like which one was the legs and all that. So
Yeah, it was like there was Scramble City, man.
exactly.
Before Scramble City. That was a neat time to be alive as a kid because you saw all kinds of Japanese robots just getting imported and just under whatever label they could get them in under.
Oh yeah, once the craze started, actually when GoBot started the craze,
Yeah.
then yeah, it was a free for all.
I remember my brother having that the monogram model of Cycle, which was a cyclone
Yeah, it
from
was a cyclone.
Mospita, and but he was all done in Cycle colors. We
They did
had
a
the
leader one, wasn't he like an alpha or
yeah, he's
something?
an Alpha Fighter. Yep,
Yeah,
didn't never have that one, but yeah,
they
the
still pop up on eBay.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're not really well made, but they're
it
they're
was.
they're
I was
fine.
saying it was just we were, I guess, spoiled for choice
Yeah, oh yeah, back
because
then
there's no way you could keep up with all of it.
they were all these toy companies were just trying whatever they can get over here from Japan and market.
Oh yeah.
And that's like I said, a lot of that was Matchbox. They did a lot of that. Um, God, there's so many things that were just neat back
Well,
then.
yeah. Well, you had that, and then you had the vehicle and action figure. like
Hmm.
revolution at the same time because everybody was trying to keep up with GI Joe and Star
Yep.
Wars. So, that's when you had Thundercats and Visionaries and you remember Supernaturals?
Oh yeah. God.
Yeah, they had like their entire front of the action figure was a hologram
Yep.
and all kinds of weird stuff. And I remember Muscle was another one we all went crazy for.
Oh yeah. Muscle figures.
Yeah.
God. I mean, that was a there was a certain kind of subsect of toys back then that were so much about collecting, like almost I wouldn't say like blind boxes, but it was just like whatever figures you can get. Like Muscles about big about that. Of course, you have
Yeah,
Garbage
trying
Pail
to collect
Kids.
all of them. That was like the
Yeah.
first like Pokemon was
Yeah.
trying to get the muscle figures.
Garbage Pail Kids were the same way. That was kind of like the
I
first
was about to say
Pokemon
that too.
also.
That was the other thing. The same year too, I believe. We were
Yeah.
all hunting Garbage Pail Kids and muscle figures.
Yeah. Remember Boglins?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, little like latex rubber
And puppets.
goblin puppets, yeah,
Yeah.
in the little cages.
God. And then you have like things like they did really neat things with vehicle and figures like the sectars, which were a weird size, class. They're almost like Mego size, but they didn't have the flexibility.
Yeah.
And then they had the
And their
the
puppet their creatures, their mounts were puppets.
yeah. Well,
I think that was trying to muscle in on the He-Man,
oh yeah, definitely that.
yeah, demographic there.
So so yeah, what a
Oh,
neat
Mad
time to be
Balls
alive.
too. It's like you had all the gross out toys.
Oh yeah. Got all the there was a it was a fun like looking at a lot of the old toy ads. Of course, yeah, in humanoids is one of the biggest ones like that.
Oh yeah, I love me some Inhumanoids.
Yeah. There are a lot of them were really stupid looking, early hokey, but the real Ghostbusters toys, some of them are kind of like nuts. The things they were doing with those.
Oh yeah, well the gimmicks were
Yeah,
crazy on the real Ghostbusters stuff.
that was the number one cartoon at one point on ABC on Saturday mornings for a while.
Oh yeah. I watched it like when it first premiered
Oh yeah,
and like watched it religiously,
J. Michael Straczynski,
right?
who worked on He-Man, went on to work on Babylon 5. That was his show.
Yeah, Wheeled Warriors.
Jason the Wheeled Warriors. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some great 80s cartoon DNA there. But
We had really good writers
yeah, oh yeah,
back then.
talked to a few of them. Check on the interviews um,
Yeah.
section of our podcast. Well, anyways, on to
Y-
back to this issue. We're
Yeah, back
going.
to GI Joe because we haven't covered the covers.
Yes, we have also coming up the Void Rivals coming up. I believe that is going to be next
Next week is
issues.
Void Rivals, correct?
It's going to be 2 weeks there, right?
No, it's next week.
July 27th. What is today? Today's
The
15th.
27th?
It says on sale July 27th.
Huh.
Is
Oh, I
that
guess
our
so.
well,
So
okay.
yeah, maybe so. We get a week off. That's kind of
Whoa, should do something. So yeah, Void Rivals and then Mask issue 3, Transformers issue
July
35.
27th is a Monday.
That can't be right.
Yeah. I think that's supposed to be I don't think that's
Wait,
what's
second?
the thing. Maybe. Oh, it says right here. Yeah, it says 22nd on underneath the Energon experience.
Okay, that must have
So
been
I
a
think there's a
misprint.
typo.
July 22nd. So
Yeah.
next week should be
Yeah, it's
Void
next week.
Rivals.
Yeah.
We'll see the fun ensuing there.
And then I guess the 29th, we're not getting anything. So we're getting a week off on the 29th.
Okay, so next week we'll have a week off. Then
Yeah.
yeah, we also have the one half the cover of the Night Force versus GI Joe. Um, you know, I guess dual cover.
Well, yeah. I think that's gonna be cover A. I'm sure cover B will be the Night Force.
Well, maybe unless they do like a 2 week spread, like you have 25 and then like 26 goes on to that maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd lean more towards since it's gonna be a cover B.
Could be.
Since it's a double
We
size anniversary issue.
we will
We'll
find
probably have
out.
twice as many covers.
Oh, it's true. Actually, think about issue 25 of Transformers was the same way with
Yeah,
that
they had
double
like
size.
9 or 10 covers, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
God,
So yeah.
ridiculous. Anyways,
Speaking of which, I like the I got the covers A and B for this issue. I was
B
able to.
looks really good. Is that the Valkyrie on there?
Yeah, it's a Valkyrie.
That's really good.
She's all fancy.
The Stalker done by Ben Oliver. Those photorealistic, covers look
Yeah,
really
another
good.
portrait.
Yeah. Is he? I guess he's a black beret.
Yeah,
I never really thought about what Stalker was, but it makes sense. Excuse me. And
he's
then,
whatever he wants to be.
and then you have cover D. Looks like is that CoverGirl? They were the Baroness.
I think it's CoverGirl on Baroness, maybe.
Oh man, CoverGirl's gonna be really upset if Baroness changes sides.
Oh yeah,
Cover E has Destro getting ready to plunge a knife into a cobra, a mystical Diatech cobra. Not
yeah.
symbolism at all.
No, not at all.
So that is it, baby. That
That is
is issue
it.
number 24. Sorry if clapped too loud for you.
My
Um,
ears, they're bleeding.
everybody, thanks for checking us out here. The comics rate should definitely go pick up from your local comic shop or order online or whatever you need to do.
Oh, that's
Um,
not CoverGirl. That's Chameleon.
oh, it's a chameleon. Oh well, it makes even
Yeah.
more sense. The dichotomy between chameleon and the Baroness.
The competition, girl fight.
Oh, that poor chameleon's gonna die. Maybe that's why she doesn't end up in GI Joe anymore because she gets killed by Baroness.
That
I
or she's gonna run off with was it the Jackie Gleason impersonator?
I
And away we go.
man, I have a feeling that how mad CoverGirl's in the end of this issue, she's gonna run off, try to prove herself, and just like try to do something bad to Baroness. Baroness is gonna kill her so hard or hurt her really badly.
CoverGirl or Chameleon?
No, Chameleon. Sorry,
Okay.
Chameleon's gonna go off and do that. And Baroness is not gonna have any time for that.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's what they were arguing about when Destro
Oh
and
yeah,
Chameleon got
100%
back.
is what they're
Yeah.
arguing about. We've we've been I've been there with past relationships, so that's exactly what they're arguing about.
Destro's walking, baby, please hear me out. It wasn't
You're my
me.
number one,
Yeah.
Astoria. You're my jewel I wear around my chest, Astoria. I'm a laird for you, Astoria. So yeah.
And
Anyways,
that I think she's protesting too much, trying to cover her little secret.
that's very possible too.
I almost wonder if she's not selling info or sneaking info to Tomax and Zaymot,
That could be,
or she's stealing uh tech and data from Destro for her own purposes.
or if she's being a double agent to Cobra Commander.
I think she may just be in it for herself because remember, she was a third party before she got in with Destro.
True. Maybe
Yeah,
she got in with Destro just to be able to have that, be able to run the table
right.
and that sort of
She's
stuff.
pulling a little industrial espionage for herself.
Oh man.
I can't wait. I'm really enjoying this run of GI Joe.
No, yeah.
It's a it's a lot
It
of
helps
fun.
helps get in on the beginning of it because there's no getting in on the beginning of the original GI Joe.
Oh, you can do it. You just got to commit. It's just like what we're doing with the UK comics with Transformers. You can find them. They're reprinting them. Actually, they're doing compilations and stuff for those for the old Real American Hero series.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You act like I
So if
have all that
somebody
time.
really wanted to get into it and do podcasts on it, I bet they could.
Yeah,
I
if someone
bet they
had a sixth day to do a podcast during the week,
could. Oh, I'm sure there'll be some openings eventually.
maybe eventually.
Yeah.
Everybody, would
Well,
you like us?
Oh, go ahead.
Would you like us to do the original GI Joe All American Hero, our Greatest American Hero?
Real American Hero,
Real
not
American. God,
believe it or not, I'm walking on it.
we're hearing too much in the '80s right now, man. I'm like Greatest American Hero. I said that, and it's like, wait, that's not right. There's a little like this little fuse went off my head. Like, wait, I said the wrong thing. Yes, All American Hero.
You got to show up in your Real American Hero.
God, Real American Hero. I'll get there.
RAH. Real American Hero. Or it's ARAH. A Real
A
American
Real
Hero.
American Hero.
Yeah. It's in the song, man.
Don't even.
I think you need to show up wearing like the greatest American hero like pajamas one day.
Jam jams.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm
cape,
sure.
all of it.
I'll run around the room.
Ah! Yeah,
God, that was such an 80s show. It was amazing.
that
All
was
right,
a fun
y'all.
show.
Thanks for being here with us tonight, today, whatever you're listening to this on. And until next time, y'all.
Bye.
See you later.